Whew, is anybody here? How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to the final hour of trading today here on Stock Markets with Bruce. Busy one for me today, I'll tell you. Just going from one project to
Hey,
another. Great to see you here. We have had somewhat of a partial bounce back on the markets. Nothing great, but today, today the Dow was off at about 1:30 today. At its low, it got down to 32,573. That was today's low trade for the Dow, 32,573. We're at 32,870 now. So we've come back 300 points from the low of the session, all right, which looks like to have been around 800 points. And we're down now 513. But interestingly, the 513 point recovery, the 500 point drop now equals the gain all day yesterday, the 500 point gain we had yesterday. So it's been given all the way back. And here we are at the moment. Where are we at? Fascinating. S&P down 78 points. NASDAQ down 295. Now the percentages, the NASDAQ is down 2.75%. S&P down 2 and the Dow down 1.5. So the Dow is not even mirroring exactly the NASDAQ market. It's the loser. It's almost double. So I would guess that the Dow would have to be down 900 right now to match the losses for the NASDAQ 100 index. That's my take on it. The VIX is higher today. Pardon me. The VIX is up 13% today. So it's up 2.64 to 2271. that is known in the trade. We call that the fear index. So we got over there. All right. The higher the fear index, the more volatile the market will get. And today we have volatility. So there you go. We'll see how this builds or not. On GameStop, we're at $19.20 a share after reaching a low of $18.50. That was also just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. We're 19.21 now. We're still down $1.35 on the day. And the reason GameStop is actually lower today is due mainly, I think, to AMC. Now, AMC, that story. The stock was down, up, down. It's been trying to recover a little bit, but it is off 62 cents right now. The common shares of AMC are down 62 to 467 a share. And the APE shares, which are the preferred shares, those are at 123 right now, 54 cents higher on the session. And as I've been trying to cobblestone this story together all day here, and I'm not an expert on AMC as far as all the deep info going on here, but from what I understand is they've raised about 100 million in cash and they've been able to write off 100 million more in debt for preferred shares. The story is deeper than that. Apparently, there's a proposal underway, and I think it has to go to a shareholder vote, which means that it is possible that the APE shares will be possibly exchangeable into common shares, but I don't know under what arrangement. 1 for 1, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 6 to 1. I have no idea. And then all the shares of the commons, whatever those are, will then be rolled back 10 to 1 and will be brought out at whatever. Now, people ask me, what does this mean, Bruce? In typical terms, normally in the old days, there would only be one stock involved on a rollback, the common shares. And if I were a large investor being approached by AMC to possibly invest in the company, I would look at it and go, well, I don't want to be the guy buying shares from your treasury right now at whatever your price of the stock is, because there's already gazillions out there. I mean, you guys got a lot of stock out there right now. If I buy stock in your company, it's just going to dilute everything even further. And if I'm the guy with cash that can bail out your company, I'm going to drive a hard bargain because this is business. It's not personal. Okay. We're not friends here. This is a business decision. Make it worth my while to put money into your company. Give me something for my money. Well, The AMC people might be saying to an investment group or organization, look, you guys cough up $5 billion and get us out of the debt hole that we're in right now. You guys could control the company. And the group might say, well, yeah, I would think so. We should control the company if we put up this kind of cash. Or if we guarantee your loans, even if we don't pay them off, but we guarantee that they'll be paid off over the next 7, 8, 10 years, we should be in a control position. And it might well be that what's happened here is a good faith 100 million has been thrown up front in cash, with another good faith of 100 million plus being written off in exchange for paper. There's a $200+ million improvement in the company's debt position, as a little good faith. Let's start this off. But now you guys over at the company, you have to do something for us. In order for us to put more money into the company, we are going to need to make an arrangement where you do a 10-for-1 rollback on all the shares that are out there. And then and only then will we put money into the company for stock, which will again dilute the company further, but at a higher price per share. And we will then put the company in a solid economic footing where we can, put the company's debts under a much lower level, maybe under $1 billion. And the company can easily handle that kind of payout. And maybe we'll even institute the idea of a possible dividend on the shares, or we will buy preferred shares after you do the 10-for-1 rollback of the common stock and those other pref shares. You make it all one blob of stock, roll it back 10-for-1, and then we'll come in with 3 or 4 billion in cash for some kind of a preferred share that's convertible into common with votes. And then we'll be the dominant voting shareholder of the corporation, because we put up the cash to bail this company out. Maybe that's how this will work out. And in effect, it's a takeover of AMC. It's a reverse takeover. It's a kind of an interesting takeover with a cash injection that in effect raises so much money and dilutes the stock to such a point that the new investors are the dominant shareholders of the entire corporation. That would make sense to me, because the existing shareholders are shareholders of nothing. The shareholders of GameStop right now own a company with $5.3 billion in debt and no way of paying it off from movie ticket sales. Not going to happen. If there's a 10-for-1 rollback today, and it's not going to happen today, but if it did happen today, the common stock at $468, the common wisdom is, the stock will trade at $46 a share. If you do a 10-for-1 rollback, it means the stock will be $10 times more valuable, but there'll be 1/10 the number of shares outstanding. In theory, yes, but in practice, no. If at the end of the day, it's going to take maybe 4 shares of preferreds to get 1 common, it may well be that all the APE shares will be converted into common stock. That raises the common stock to a much higher level of shares outstanding, then 10-to-1 rollback on everything, bringing it way back down again, and then a new issuance of stock all over again from the Treasury. By the time it's all said and done, the common shares might only trade at $10 a piece when it's all said and done, and there's only 1/10 the number from what there used to be. I don't know. It's too early to tell. I don't know if the shareholders are going to go for this. They haven't got any choice. Like, if they say no, the company, is stymied to reorganize itself, but it means its demise is coming at any time. If they say yes, the company will survive, but won't be the same company as it is now. And the dominant shareholders of the corporation, which are the meme investors, the diehard long-term investors, they won't be in control anymore, because the new guys coming into town with the money, with the cash, are the guys in control, as it should be. They're the ones coughing up billions of dollars or guarantees to make this fly. I don't know. When I know more, you'll know more. In the meantime, unfortunately, here's the reality. AMC goes down in price. GameStop goes down in price. AMC shares go up in price. GameStop goes up in price. Why is that? Because there's a high number of investors that own shares in both companies. And for whatever reason, and I can't put my finger on it, but for whatever reason, there is this feeling out there that if AMC shares go up, GameStop will go up with it. and that there's been this wild talk for years now. Years there's been this speculative talk that someday GameStop and AMC will become one big happy family. And I don't see that happening ever. I don't ever see this happening. The two companies are diabolically opposed from each other. It's completely different outfits. The one has virtually no debt. The other one has nothing but debt. One is run by Ryan Cohen and is going the online marketing direction with 4,200 locations. The other one is a movie theater chain. There is no connection here. But today, with AMC being down, GameStop is down. Today. I don't know what happens tomorrow and the day after that. I can tell you that when Ryan Cohen bought into GameStop shares personally, and he bought up a bunch of stock between 19 and 20 bucks, 21 bucks a share, the stock kept running after he finished buying it, and it ran up to like 28, 30 plus $35 a share. Went up for quite a run. AMC really didn't have a good time with that. They weren't part of the solution whatsoever. There was no fresh cash into anyone's hands, including GameStop. GameStop didn't raise a dime when Ryan Cohen bought a bunch of the stock for himself. He just moved the market up. And that puzzled me, thinking, well, hey, you bought a bunch of stock at 19 and 20, $21 a share, and it ran up to 35 or 40, whatever it was. I think it got to 40. Why didn't you sell any at 40 to the street? Why didn't you raise some cash? But maybe the street said, we don't want any. I don't know. I don't have the answer to this. I can only react to what I see. At the moment, GameStop is $19.33 a share. That's what it's doing right now. And it's offering option writers the ability to take money off the table to reduce the cost of your stock to your personal holdings. If you had bought deep in the money calls and you paid $16 for them, $15 for them, $14, $13, $12, you've been able to write $3 and $4 and $5 contracts. You've been able to buy them back for less than half their price and write another batch just as expensive. Buy them back for half the price and write another batch just as expensive as the last batch. And you have in effect taken money off the cost of your deep in the money calls or your shares to help compensate you for the fact the stock is at $19.36. If you wrote calls in the last month or so with an exercise price of $22 to $27.50 a share, your calls are a fraction of what they once were trading at. They're either down by a third, a half, 3/4 of what you sold them for. There may well be an opportunity for a number of you folks to buy back some of these calls that you wrote for big money, big premiums, and turn right around and write a brand new call at a lower premium, closer in. So maybe you're buying back 27.50s and writing 22.50s, or you're buying back 26s and you're writing 22s or 23s. There may be all kinds of opportunities here where some of you are buying back 24s and 25s and you're writing 21s or 20s. It's up to you. Always be writing and take the money off the table that's being offered to you. Let the stock tell you what to do. It's telling you, the stock is telling you, I want to be at 1935 right now. That's where I want to be. You have to, whether you like it or not, you have to accept it. The stock is right. It's 1935. You have to decide whether you want to buy back a 23, a 25, a $28 call and write a lower strike call for extra cash, either the same amount of time that your existing contract has or further out. It's an opportunity to raise money into your account. Could it be an opportunity for some of you to buy back some calls, turn around, write new calls, and now with the added cash in your account, buy additional deep in the money calls on GameStop so you can write even more options? That might well be exactly what some of you are faced with right now, and you should be taking advantage of it. That's where I'm at. Anyway, let's see what happens. Thank you all for being here and popping in here. Thank you already for thumbs ups that have been coming into this show. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Hit that thumbs up button for us. We'd like to get to 100 thumbs ups for the afternoon show, if at very least. Thank you all for helping us get there. We're heading right now to commentary for members only on the channel. Please become a member of this channel and you can comment during trading time. Ask us whatever you want, and we'll try to answer some skill testing questions for you and help you figure out what you're going to do next. Thank you all very much for joining in. It's great to have you, and let's get rich. That's what I say right here, right now. We have 70 thumbs ups. Thank you very much for that. I noticed that Richard and Robert were right at the bat giving me thumbs up. So was JR. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, Flint Creek, for the thumbs ups as well. Home Skillet, thank you. Thank you to AJ and Brian, number 15 there. A Deep Valley was 18. Hector, 22. Arturo, 21. Thank you very much. 25 from Fool of a Took. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Alex, I was 23. Wing Commander, number 30. They're here. The thumbs ups are coming. DH, thank you. Hawkeye, number 43. Thank you. Narain, thank you. Appreciate this. What else do we have going on? Sell My House Fast, Upper Marlboro, number 51. Thank you very much. The thumbs ups coming in quick, and quick. What else is up here? Number 55, got to run. Thank you, DQ, very much. Let's see what else is going on here. We got snow and rain and crazy weather in various parts of the country. Hope you're all hanging in there. Number 57 so says go SoFi, somewhere in there. I think I'm 57 today on the thumbs up meter. Coyote, I'm 62, Bruce. Thank you so much. Number 64 for Larry Titus. Thank you as well. These thumbs ups are very, very much appreciated. Very helpful to help the channel expand. Mirko, number 70, thank you. And here we go. Alex, Uncle Bruce, what you just described is exactly what I've been up to today. Bought back, sold again, stink bid in for another deep in the money call. Wing Commander, Uncle Bruce, I'm currently sitting on 31 calls. 18 February 25, 370 down to 155. I wrote 2 March 23s, 365, they're 245. I wrote 11 March 21s, at 365, they're down to $3. Thoughts on rolling into Febs? What do you think? The calls that you might want to move on might be the 25s. You might want to buy those back and write 22s. But the March contracts, you just let them continue to fall off. You're doing great. This is what it's all about, my friend. The Feb 25s, if they're getting down under 150, they might be writable. You might be writing 21s, 22s down there, just for Feb. H. Gregory, Uncle Bruce, number 40. Thank you, my friend. J-Boy, I'm number 70, Bruce. Right on. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. JR says the 6-on-1. What a great way to ask detailed questions. He was in the 6-on-1 today, and get detailed answers with a small group. Highly recommended. We had some technical difficulties getting it all set up, but once we got it going, we were able to work back and forth with each other and go over all kinds of scenarios and what ifs and everything. And I think these 6-on-1s have a real good point to them, and I appreciate all of you who've done them this week. J-Boy, I got lost in Upper Marlboro once leaving DC. Let's see here. IR Aaron, I'm number 53. Oscar, I'm number 77 on the thumbs up meter. Credit Savage, oh yeah, Uncle Bruce, that's exactly what I'm doing. Bought back my January 22.5 GameStops and Roblox 30s, and I wrote GameStop 20s for March at $3.95. And I moved my Roblox in the money to $20, and I sold June covered calls for $9.45. Stock is at $25, and I bought Unity. Well done, Alex. Wing Commander, I bought back my February 25s for $146. I'd sold them for $405. That is called making money. Credit Savage, I have used capital raise from GameStop and selling some other covered calls to buy 300 more SoFi, 200 Unity, and 200 more Roblox, and quickly wrote covered calls on those for April and brought in more money to pay for Christmas food. Nice job. Alex sold them a whole while. Sold them a while ago or whatever it is. Way to go, Alex. Making dough here. It's what it's all about. We're 1940 now on GameStop. The Dow is down 445 or so points, 1.3% on the day. Oil is down 25 cents. Looks like we've stopped going up for the moment. Fool of a Took says, I thoroughly enjoyed the 6-on-1. One of these days, I'll do a 1-on-1 with you, Bruce. Yeah, those are even more, they're even more beneficial. When we do the 1-on-1s, we can really cover a lot of ground. And you can throw me all kinds of ideas and questions. And what are my, Bruce, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? What's the best way to go here, there, here? That we get into some deep stuff, and we can really talk to you about where your account is headed and where you should be looking forward to the next 2 months, 6 months, 9 months, and so on. Yeah, it is very handy. I've enjoyed these one on sixes this week. We did one on Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. Very intense, and the time just goes by like that. I will look again at launching some of those later on. Right now, the immediate attention here is Jennifer's new hip, and that's coming up, and with Christmas and the holidays and stuff. So bear with us as we get through the year end, and we'll figure out what happens next. Karen, number 88, thank you. Sell my house, J-Boy. I can understand that. It's easy to get turned around in these parts if you don't know the roads. Christina, let me help you, my Canadian uncle. Sounds like roadblocks. Also, Yahoo roadblock. All right. Financial mischief. I'm sitting on some December 1250s. I sold at 1104. I've had my arms folded. Those are down to 895. How about that? The credit savage of Wall Street. Folks cannot get sad and pout because the market is doing exactly what Uncle Bruce has been talking about. This is why we write covered calls. This is what we do. I have not put 1 cent from my bank in for months. I move covered calls right on. Fantastic, guys. This is it. We're here to make money, and stocks go down, stocks go up. And when they go down, you write lower price calls. You'll always be writing. Never stop. You never try to outguess the market. Don't try to outguess a stock. I don't know if GameStop is at its low right now. I don't know. Could it go to 25 next week? Sure. Could it go to 15? Yep. I don't know which way it's going to go. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you to write options no matter what direction it goes. Let the stock tell you what to do. Fantastic. Lisa, I am thumbs up number 67. Bruce, thank you so much. We now are showing 91 of them at the moment. 91 thumbs ups are in the house. We need 100 or more on these afternoon shows. We're definitely going to get that today. Thank you all very, very much. I'm hoping you're having a good day today and that you're getting gains from your contracts. I note GameStop 1951 down $1.05. AMC is at 470 on the commons, down 59 cents. 128 on the prefs, up 60 cents. Moderna today 206 down 346. ATIP, if you have any loose change lying around, pick up some ATIP around 26 cents. It's a bargain down there. Tesla 126.68 down $10.89. On the day, the low of the day today, 122.26. And I was hoping 140 to 150 would be the low end of the stock early this week. And we've done that and a lot more. This has been a real backing off of value. This is the last 30 days for Tesla. The top end there, 190s. That was earlier this month. We were talking about December the 2nd and December 194 for December the 2nd. And we're now December the 22nd, and we're at 126. We're almost $70 lower in 3 weeks. Unbelievable. And that's why you write calls, you let them drop, you buy them back, write lower price calls. They drop, you buy them back, you write lower price calls. They drop, you buy them back, you write. You keep taking cash off the table. Cash off the table. You write calls for more money, the lower the shares go, because you don't know how low they're going to go. So you take the money that they're handing you. And that is how you compensate yourself for the drop. It might not be dollar for dollar, but it is a substantial amount of money that you can bring back off the table here. Where the stock rebounds to, it doesn't matter. When, it doesn't matter. It will. If it does, it does. You will be there. You will do roll-ups if you have to. It doesn't matter. You will make money on contracts. Always be writing. You never stop. All right. Dude is saying, I'll be back for another one of these 1-on-6 for sure. I'm slowly but quickly learning a lot, just trying to retain everything from all you teach us, Uncle B. Right on, dude. It was great to have you. Bobby, let's not spook GameStop. Go back to 2124, please. The credit savage of Wall Street. I literally had written GameStop cover calls last week, and they were 50% in the green today. I just moved lower in strike prices and collected money, then wrote more covered calls for further out. I just keep adding stock for free. Exactly. Go SoFi. Uncle Bruce with that money that I got from KMX and X short covering, I bought more SoFi. Now own 253,000 SoFi with a 563 average. In Tasty, I bought 2,200 for 453 average there, and waiting for Moderna short to come in, my favor, so I can buy ATIP and SoFi. Giddy up. Credit average of Wall Street. I wrote 50 SoFi covered calls even today for January 2024, and I got 38 cents for them, and then bought back when they hit. How about that, Bobby? Those APR rights are finally under $3 thanks to today. The credits average 35. That's how you do it. Always be writing. Michael H. Thumbs up. Giddy up. We're improving a little more on the Dow. We're still down on the day, 384 on the Dow Jones. So there's a little bit of an improvement here from that 800-point drop, certainly. We've moved up another 150 since I started talking to you. We'll see if it holds. We've got S&P down 61, NASDAQ down 245. The NASDAQ is still down 2.3%, which is double the Dow. The Dow is 1.15 lower, but NASDAQ has not improved as much, so it's holding back. We're down 1.56 points on S&P 500. 1949 on GameStop, down $1.07. We got ATIP at 26. Tesla is at 126.38. SoFi down 5 cents to 4.59, but it's recovering quickly. SoFi got as low today at 4.37. The all-time low is 4.24. It got down to 4.37 just after 1 o'clock, but now it's 4.59. This SoFi's come back 22.5 cents today. 24.4 million. That's a snap rally here on SoFi right now. Apple is down 354 at 131.91. HPQ is only down 9 cents. It got down to 26.08. It's now 26.62. So that is a big rally in the last 2 hours on HPQ. Big comeback here. Amazon down 332 at 83.45. Home Depot down 334. It's coming on. It's at 316 right now after bottoming out at 310. $6 turnaround. We got Cisco down 40 cents at 47.26. The low today, 46.68. That's a 60-cent turnaround practically. Only down 40 cents instead of $1. Nice turnaround there. Netflix is down 90 cents at 297. It was down to 290 today. A $7 recovery in the last 2 hours. Pfizer is coming on fast. It was down to 50.95. It's now 51.52. 60-cent bounce back. It's only down 15 cents on the day now. IBM down 182 after hitting a low of 138.60. It's now 140.30 coming back on. Microsoft is coming back. It got down to 233.80. It's at 237.50. We're almost $4 better. Still down 6.85. Vanik is sitting at $203.80. Vanik today hit a 199.45. It's now 203.80. $4 snapback on Vanik. Let's see if I can get this to work here. Come on. Work for me. There we go. Okay. Adobe down $4.90 a share at 336. The low today, 330.94. So we've come back here almost $6 today on Adobe, or list awful close to it. Goldman down $5 at an improvement. We're at 344.98 now, almost 345. We're at 339.88. So there's snapback rallies happening all over the street right now, and it's reflecting on the Dow and it's reflecting on stocks here. Google just off $2 at $88. A low today, 86.94. Boeing down 8 at 188, low of 185.67. Meta is at 116.99, low today 114.38. Let's see. ME is now at down 4.5 cents to 229. We got Rocket Lab down a half a penny. It's about to go green. Matterport down only 6.5 cents. It was it's now 258. It was down to 247. So we got a snapback rally there. SmartRent is up a dime at 223.5. Spire is off just 3 cents at 105. Bottomed out at $1. It's now 105. Cyxtera down 3 cents at 181. Royal Caribbean down 242 at 49.39. Carvana down 24 cents to 408. Robinhood at 802 down 15. BlackBerry down 31 cents. Target down 82, JP Morgan down 176, Costco down 267, Walmart down 156, Disney down 47 cents, Nvidia down 11.54. There's some recaps here. We're still down 373 on the Dow. There's no guarantee it'll keep coming up, but a lot of losses have been eliminated at this point. All right. What else is going on here? Let's take a look here. The Credit Savage is saying, you guys and gals must realize that we are part of the 1% of stock portfolio owners that also manage our portfolios. You think those Uncle Bruce Morning Gold Bagel alerts are for kicks? No, he's letting us know. There you go. Olivia, good afternoon. Number 99 on our thumbs up meter of this. Olivia, love it. Credit Savage, I love days like today. Red days are my favorite since everyone is scared and is selling off. We must love this. Anyone can make money on bull markets, but it takes stars to make money in bear markets. And that's us. Right on, Credit Savage. Oh, yeah, I'm number 100, laughing out loud. That's what I am today, number 100 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you all for coming through for me again on the thumbs ups. This morning you did it. This afternoon you're doing it. It is much appreciated. And welcome to the party, pals. We've got so much going on today. It's just been a crazy day. I didn't expect it to be a crazy day today, but it's a crazy day. 1945 on GameStop at the moment, down $1.11 at the moment in time. AMC 468, down 62 cents on the common shares. The preferreds are 127. What a wild one. 26 cents last trade on ATIP, a volume of 487,000 shares. And we're still waiting to see what the company has to say about their notice from the New York Stock Exchange. Nothing has been said yet. Are they going to propose a rollback? Are they going to propose some kind of a reorganization? I have no idea. Nothing yet. But they do have another 4 months to let us know what they want to do. So we'll see what gives. Perhaps in the new year. What else we have going on here? Tesla down 11.60 to 125.98. SoFi now down only 2.5 cents at 461.5. Looks like SoFi wants to come green here. Apple down 3.43. HBQ just 11 cents off. Amazon down 3.28. Home Depot down 3.32. Cisco down 40. Yeah, we're only down a dime on Pfizer. We are getting close to some stocks turning green the way this is going. ME is only off 4 cents. That stock was at 220 this morning. It's now 230. It's only down 4, near its high of the day, actually. And on Rocket Lab, a 373.5. We're down a half a penny here. We've come all the way from 361 to 373. I think we're going to go into the green on Rocket Lab. It might have a green day. Matterport still off 8 cents to 257. We're up 9 on SmartRent, 9.5 now, 222.5. And Spire just down 4. Cyxtera only off 3 cents. So some of these SPACs, these former SPACs, are actually trying to come back and turn green today. Okay. Brian, you know what? Credit Savers, I think you need more coffee. Alex, this rally in the last couple hours makes me chuckle. 1 p.m. comes around and everything is suddenly all right again. Okay. Mandu number 5, 107 thumbs up. Shiz, I'm too better than that. I'm 109. Thank you very much. Volume not bad on GameStop, says Brian. There you go. Volume on GameStop today, 4.7 million shares at the moment. There you go. Thank you all for coming through for us on the thumbs up meter. 110 now are sitting here. This is awful good. I do appreciate this very much. Thank you, those of you who've been renewing your memberships the last several days. You've been getting your notices that your membership renewal is up for another go, and you're hitting that button automatically to renew your memberships. Thank you all so very, very much. Those of you who've been hitting the thumbs up button, I appreciate it. And those of you who are subscribing to this channel, thank you for becoming subscribers and telling YouTube, hey, I like this guy. Other people should follow this guy. Stock markets are plain English, man. That's what it's all about here. Making money writing option contracts, not a bad idea in the middle of a bear market. It works. How about that? About another 100 Rocket Lab today. I'm now sitting on 1,000, says Tiff. KC, I'm number 111, Bruce. Those thumbs ups keep coming. Alex, my ATIP average is now under 80 cents. I'll keep chipping away at this thing. Rock and roll. We just got to buy the whole company. That's all we got to do. We just got to nibble away at this ATIP until we own it. And then we can do with it as we wish. We can make it buy Apple. We can make it take over, Microsoft or something. We'll do a stock swap. We'll give them a fair deal. Sure, why not? We'll all become directors of the big conglomerate. We'll rule the world. How about that? We can do that. We're down 408 on the Dow Jones, down 65 on S&P, down 263 on NASDAQ. We now have 24 minutes left in our session today. And then tomorrow, it's Friday. It's option expiry Friday, the day before Christmas. Oh, my God. I don't know what we're going to see tomorrow. It's supposed to be really quiet tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know. Brian, Uncle Bruce, gas in Calgary right now is about $1.17 a liter. Wasn't it at 150s when you left for the USA? I think I was paying 128 to 135, something like that. So it's a little lower. Yeah. Good to finally see this, but geez, 117 a liter. I mean, I remember when it used to hit 85, used to panic. 85! Crazy. BW, I'm trying to get to at least 60%. I'm at 43% now. Profit on my 223, February 23rd GameStop poor man cover calls. I think it's a good idea to just wait 2 more weeks. With only 8 remaining days trading and let time shrinkage keep it going right there. Nothing wrong with that strategy. We only have a 4-day week next week, a 4-day week the week after that, and shrinkage is unrelenting. Lame duck, I'm number 112 for you today, Bruce, on that thumbs up meter. Mirko, hey, Uncle B bought back some 23.75 GameStop Feb 17s. I bought them back for 161. I sold them for 404, bought them for 161. Turn around and I sold now a March $21 at 363. Like Bertie would say, make that moolah. Absolutely. There's a $2 per contract turnaround right there. And if it's 1 contract, it's $200. If it's 10 contracts, it's $2,000. It's 30 contracts, that's $6,000 more in your account. Giddy up. That's what we're talking about here. Brian, BW, I think I'm going to hold off buying back any calls until the new year because we have lots of holiday time shrinkage. There you go. The Credit Savage of Wall Street. Oh, yeah. Uncle Bruce, did I mention I used some money raised to place a stink bid for another 10 open GameStop option calls for January 2025? Placed at a 10.59 bid, and it triggered low of the day. Just wrote a poor man covered call. March 23rd, 21 cover call for $3.95. Here we go, baby. Bringing in $4, almost $400 on a $1,059 contract 10 times over. This is good stuff. This is really smart stuff. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. We're at right now $19.42 on the stock. Those contracts are $1.58 out of the money. They die on the 23rd of March. They're worthless right now. They have only got time value. And the money is in Credit Savage's account. You got to love this. Nice move. Fool of a Took says, picked up 300 GameStop today. I have a total of 500 now. 23.11 now. Not bad because I only had 18 at 162 shares for the split. Laughing out loud. Right on. Right on, man. Now you're a writer. Now you can write some calls. Giddy up, man. Bring in the cash. Absolutely. Those March 2021s look pretty good. March 23rds, they're a pretty good price. Giddy up. This is beautiful. 447 down dip now on the Dow. We have a little bit of a slump coming in here after a pretty good run up. We're giving up a little bit of ground here with now 21 minutes left in our session today. We're just about 100 points away from giving back all the gains from yesterday. That's what we are sitting on right now. 1944 on GameStop, down 112. We are sitting on Moderna at 207.15, down 289. ATIP holding a 26-cent price. Tesla at 125.04, down 12.53. They doubled their discount on their cars today. Went from $3,750 discount to $7,500 discount with 10,000 free supercharger miles. Good for 2 years on top of that. So the company is getting aggressive on moving its product because the tax thing is being delayed, and they don't want to have people waiting to buy a car. They want to get them in now. So they're just handing you a $7,500 discount. Forget the tax credit. Here, take the price drop. Let's go. You can count on one thing to happen. If the tax credit comes out next week, the week after next week into the new year, this sale's over. They'll just bump the price back up and let you get the tax refund. You got to ask yourself, you want to wait for the IRS to give it to you? Or do you want to take it from Elon Musk right now in cash? It's your call. And that's what I think his game plan is. He's saying, you want to wait till who knows how long they're going to take to give you the credit, or you want the credit right off the bat right now? Borrow $7,500 less from your banker to buy the car. Something to think about. That might be worth it. Just saying. Let's see. Wing Commander credit. How do you manage to pull a 395 ask off? 21's trade at 310 to 330 right now, depending on the one he's talking about, I guess. Fool of a took. I'm looking to write March 20s, but I'm hoping to collect $4 for him. Arms are folded. I'll write before the weekend either way. Amy, Uncle Bruce, now that GameStop is under 20, is $10 far enough in the money to keep picking up, or should we look at 5s? No, I'd stay with the 10s. I'd work the 10s. Spicy, I'm out to March with my $23 GameStops. Is there a way to tell how fast your call will lose its value? Mine are going very slowly. Well, one way to figure it out is take a look at the February 23s and see what the bid is on the Feb 23s. That'll give you an idea of, like, a month from now, what your calls will do, because a month from now, your March calls will have as much time as February's do today. Another way to go is to take a look at January, third Friday in January, the January 20s, see what those are bidding as. Those are bid for. That's another way to understand how they lose money. And that'll give you an idea that if they're going from where they are now to where they're going to be in 2 months, you can see the straight line depreciation, depending on if the stock sticks around here or not. That's one way to know. Alex, the credit service, I've seen several bagel stink bids on that $10 GameStop Gen 25 options chain today. Credit Savage of Wall Street, yep, market is crashing. People are crying on MSNBC, and Tesla is getting harassed. And me and my family, well, we're on our way to Costco to buy $500 Alaska king crab for Christmas. What is that? Ciopino? Thank you. Covered calls and Uncle Bruce. Brian, fool of a took, well done. I think you are the story most retailers have with regards to buying GameStop before the split. I was averaging like 150. I'm around 120 average now for $30 a share. Mirko, Wing Commander, Sega high of the day was $390. Mirko, maybe $20 strike. Deep value investing, $4,000 used EV tax credit next year. We have never seen that before. Brian, Credit Savage of Wall Street, don't forget to buy the dinner buns. They're delicious. We can make a mini king crab slider. Oh, nice. Wing Commander, I know the high was $390. I'm just wondering about how credit managed to hit the high, which was at the open after buying a deep in the money call at the low. Dave, the Mac guy, spicy. Look at the Greeks, especially delta for movement of the underlying and theta for the time value decrease. Bama babe, nobody believes in you that I had my best year ever in the stock market. They don't believe me. They don't believe it. This guy, you're watching this guy, Uncle Bruce, and he had the best year ever in the stock market. The stock market that's in the bear market, that hit its all-time high in November a year ago and has just been crashing out all year long, and you had the best year ever. What does this guy say on that channel that makes you make that kind of money? Makes you wonder, Vita Bella, rock and roll, everybody. We got 16 minutes left to go. I'll tell you, another day, another dollar. We're down 436 points today on the Dow. Opportunity has been knocking for people. We're at 1940 for GameStop. The high was 2050. The low was 1850. We're at 1940. And folks are having a wonderful time with GameStop today. Interesting day. JR, Uncle Bruce, I asked about reverse splits today, but forgot to ask about what happens to options during a reverse split. Do they adjust accordingly? Yes, they do. They will adjust accordingly. It's not an often thing. It's a very, very, very rare occurrence. But yes, you have to refer. Your broker will send you detailed information on options, on what happens to them. But yeah, the Chicago Board of Trade will figure it all out. But yeah, they do. Alex, strange that whenever someone mentions crab these days, I immediately think of Beach Boy. Fool of a took. Nice, Brian. That's a great average in my opinion, especially if you believe in the company long term. Imagine what the stock could be post-recession. The Credit Savage of Wall Street. I'm sorry, guys. It was an April covered call for $395. My bad. It was in April, not a March. And that's what did it right there. Okay, 464 is the down dip on the Dow. GameStop is 1936, down 120 a share. Jumping around here, we got the S&P down 71, NASDAQ down 277 at this point. Okay. Coyote, we're crap people now. Brian Fulva took, yes, I believe the company and the stockholders of Game, even though there's no Motherball short squeeze, which is highly unlikely, I believe the company will slowly get stronger and stronger. Brian, so we sell covered calls and buy more stock, or we sell covered calls and buy more deep in the money contracts and write more contracts. Exactly. Jay boy, I think a good number of us are from the Maryland area, so we certainly are crap people. Wayne Commander, cool stuff credit. We'll have to look at the April option chain. There you go. Bringing in some dough. Down 456 to 460 on the Dow Jones right now index. 137 percentage point drop. NASDAQ down 2.56, almost double. What else we got going on here? We've got ATIP sitting at 26, Tesla 124.92, SoFi 457 down 7 cents, Apple 131.61 down 384, HPQ 26.50 down 19, Amazon down 349 to 83.24. We had all these stocks trying to come to break even, but they couldn't do it. They're all backing off a little right now at the end of the day. The Dow was within 350 points of the low was only about 350, now 459 on the Dow. Okay, that's what's going on. Let's see here. Credit Savage. I have a mix of covered calls I wrote for March and April. Since I bought back my 2250s, I wrote Marches. I own stock and deep in the money covered calls. Those I wrote for $2.95. Larry Titus, crab. Ooh, crab. 13 minutes to go, and Larry will ring the bells for us tonight. We will be done for another day of fun trading. Oh my gosh. What another crazy day today. 461 is the down dip on this Dow Jones. GameStop 1949. It's trying a little tiny, minuscule little rally. We'll see. Let's see here. BW, yesterday's headlines. Dow surges 500 plus points as GDP shows reversal. 24 hours later, Dow plunges over 700 points as new risks fuel recession fears. All pushing of the narrative, no substance. There you go. Brian, Uncle Bruce, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P all look exactly the same. Does this pattern mean anything? I always assume that this is all algo trading and most likely manipulates the best time to write covered calls. Your thoughts? There's no best time. You just always be writing. But indexes are indexes, and there are algos everywhere. Beach Boy, medium crab bisque. Anyone? I mentioned the bisque. Hey Larry, it's what is this? Is ringing in the crabs? Ringing. Stupid fingers. Beach Boy, medium crab bisque. Anybody? A deep rug man. Finally. What can I say? We are here now with the Dow off 456. 11 minutes left in the suffering for today. GameStop at 1953, down $1.03 today. What a crazy day. The AMC Commons are back up to 478.8, down 51 cents on the day. The preferreds are 123, down 50, or up 54 cents on the day. So the AMC story is virtually unchanged between the loss on the Commons, the gain on the prefs. There is no change. It's just different alignment between the two. To me, they've just diluted the stock by $100 million. They sold the stock at 64 cents a share. That's how many shares? 200 million shares were issued again. This is downhill. JR, did you say crab bisque? Yes, Mama Babe. Ho. Lorraine, I have 700 GameStop. Alex, Beach Boy, I'm smiling. Love that comment about the bisque. Susan Shops about. Thumbs up 122. Thank you so much, Susan, for that. And all of you out there who are hitting the thumbs up button for us. We're blowing the 100 number out every day. I love that. Thank you guys so very much. 1963 on GameStop, trying a little more of a rally at the last 10 minutes of the day, I guess. See if there's much to it. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a long one to do. What do we got here? Credit Services says it's pronounced Chio Pino, Uncle Bruce. Chio Pino? It's delicious. Chio Pino. A San Francisco staple. I use the Jacques Pepin and Julia Child recipe. It's insanely delicious. It sounds pretty good. Don't believe I've ever had that. Sounds pretty darn good. Nice. Chino Pino. How about that? Yeah, Chino Pino. Yummy. Okay. Down 364 on the Dow, down 370 on the Dow. We're trying to get back into the 400 range on the downside. Is that going to happen or not? I don't know. Boy, Boeing and Intel are the two losers on the Dow today. Boeing and Intel are the two big ones. Cream of crab soup with sherry is a good way to go. Ooh, yeah, J-Boy. BZ, I'm number 127 today. Bruce, you are getting the thumbs ups here. 128 now are in. Fantastic, everybody helping us out. Appreciate that. It is a good thing. 158 people here, 128 thumbs ups. Nice. 1977 on GameStop right at the moment. Down 78 cents on the day. Those of you who managed to buy back calls, write new calls, giddy on up. Way to go, you guys. Let's see how this market wants to play. Tons of stuff to follow here for the next several weeks. My gosh. Oh, boy. Thank you, one and all. Michael, Chio Pino is good stuff. It's like a fisherman's stew. Yummy. Sounds great. Sounds really good. Oil ends lower as traders track big winter storm China COVID developments. Oil down 14 cents a barrel today. Can't imagine a lot of oil being used on the roads today with all the highways they are. There won't be a lot of driving, so that means less gas being used. Well, we'll see. We've got Go SoFi. Will we ever see a COVID-free world? War stopped everywhere. Every country works in collaboration for the betterment of mankind. And yes, everyone plays options. Oh, yes. Well, if we don't, there'll be those of us who play options while everyone else does everything else, and we'll just make the money. Thank you very much. You guys go about what you want to do, and we'll just make dough. It'll be fine. We have things we can spend it on in our hometowns. No problem. It'll be fine. 1978 on GameStop right now, and we're down to 7 minutes left to go. 7 minutes, and we're done for the day. Oh, my. What a world in which we live. Unbelievable. HPQ down 6 cents, down 7 cents now. Amazon down 304, Home Depot down 360, Cisco down 36, Netflix down 24 cents. Pfizer down 8 cents, IBM down 147, Microsoft down 629, Bannock down 860, Adobe down 449, Goldman down 482, Google down $2, Boeing down 817. Meta Platforms down 280, 23andMe down 4 cents, Rocket Lab down half a penny, Matterport down 8.5, SmartRent up 8.5 cents today. Gain. Spire down 5 cents and Sextera down 2.5 centinos. There you go. 369 drop on the Dow. How did the 6-on-1 go this week? We did 3 of them. We did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I found them very, very interesting from my angle. I enjoyed very much the interaction between viewers and myself. We had everyone seemed to be able to get questions in, and it seems like everybody was happy with what they got out of the shows. Nobody felt, it didn't seem like anyone felt that they were crowded out from getting a question or two in. Everyone was listening intently to everyone else's questions, and I could see heads nodding, people going, oh yeah, that's a good question. I would have asked that. I'm glad he asked it. I'll think about that answer. And that's the best part about a live interaction like this. It can work really, really well. And so hopefully we can do some more down the road. Just the next week or two, just a matter of getting through Auntie Jen's surgery situation, and then we'll kind of go from there. So stand by, kids. We'll see what we can do. Today was crazy, says Tiff. JR, just as we have had to live with the flu for the past 100+ years, we would likely be doing the same with COVID. It's just the way viruses work. Mirko, speaking of Lennon, has someone seen Yoko lately? Laughing out loud. Adam, when I started the ramen shop 3 years ago, right before COVID, a case of eggs was $12.20. Today they were $83.50. Holy inflation. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Take 20 tomatoes, 2 onions, olive oil, sea salt, marinade, and add dungrass, crab, shrimp, mussels, clams, and cod. Then a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc with some oregano and parsley, and after 10 minutes, enjoy. JR, no, but I've heard her singing with the Kumbaya crowd around the campfire. That Yoko, she's everywhere. She sneaks in on parties. It's just so tiny. No one notices her. She comes in and saddles up to you. So she's a sidler. You got to put something like around her neck that shakes, that makes a noise every time she takes a step. Otherwise, she'll sidle right up to you. You have no idea she's there. Lame duck. I'll join one next year. 6-1. Oh, gotcha. Right on. Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Love to have you. We're down 391 on the Dow with 4 minutes to go. We're down 60 on S&P. We're down 238 on NASDAQ. We got the oil right now down 18 cents, 1975 on GameStop, 1981, pardon me, as we're closing out the session here. We're slowly getting ready to shut the day down. I think there'll be more fallout from AMC the next couple of days, tomorrow, and then next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There'll be a lot of analyzing going on AMC now to see just what does this mean, this proposed 10-for-1 rollback. What's going to happen? How is it going to happen? I just don't know. There's more details that will need to be released here. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But today was a wild one. AMC volume today on common shares, 53.7 million. On the APE shares, 175 million. GameStop volume today, 5,070,000. That's 1.25 pre-split volume. Very quiet. But 1977, 1981 is the latest range just at the moment. Okay. And let's see, what else is going on? Mirko, imagine all the people living in the world of harmony. Someday will join us. May not be the only one. Okay, if you've heard of her, are your ears bleeding? A DH. Adam, Costco was out of eggs at our Costco. Dude, the whole time I was holding my tongue, the yellow dirty words, if not for Uncle Bruce's stern demeanor, he's so intimidating in person, you just don't know. Scary. What? Brian, GameStop back up to $20. Just like that. How about that? JR, yes, and my forehead is flat from the concrete beam holding up the overpass. Brian, almost an even Steven day. 1979 on GameStop. Zeta State tapping in at 132. Thank you, Zeta State. Michael, anyone selling children's Tylenol? Can't find it in drugstores here. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, you should have a meetup with medium crab bisque and bagels washed down with some nice sherry, asking for a friend. Hey, I'm just mentioning it. There you go. That'd be awful nice. Somewhere in Zurich, maybe, or in Vienna, perhaps. That might be a nice place to have something like that. Yes, indeed. Wow. 1980 on GameStop, down 77 cents today. We're down to 1 minute to go, kids. One minute. That's all. We're down 360 on the Dow. This is it. Larry's getting ready to hit the bells, and looking forward to some rest tonight, and we'll be here tomorrow to finish off the week with you all and see how the week went. Appreciate all of you being around with us, and hope you're all making money. That's what it's all about. Yum, says Flint Creek. Waiting now for the last moments of the day to go through, and we will be done for another session for sure. Whew. It's been a tough one. Here we go. Larry, thank you, my friend. Okay, here's a preemptive, Larry. Restaurants are screwed. Just saying. There you go. Thanks, Larry. The bells have been rung. We're done for the day. Looks like about a 350 drop on the Dow when it was all over. A 500-point gain from the worst of it, but still down 350 on the day. Shut her down, says Larry. Shut it down. Just shut it down. We're finished. It's over. Oh my goodness gracious! What can I say? Thank you all for being with me here today. Those of you who've been with me for the 6-on-1s this week, thank you. Those of you who've been picking up classes this week, I thank you and I congratulate you and I wish you well. The classes will serve you well, I am sure. Those of you who are wondering, geez, I wonder if I should take classes. Take a look at how much money some of these folks are making from writing options. They all did the classes. Every one of them did them and they are being paid handsomely now, very handsomely for the knowledge. And you can get your hands on this action, get your piece of this thing. It's there. Join me tomorrow before the 8:30 show. I'll bring out the Gold Bagel Alert show. Then at 8:30, and then at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we'll finish off the week together. See how things work out. It should be fun. Neat, says Richard. Flint Creek, it's drink time. Gowdy, Think or Swim literally plays a bell sound on the software when the market closes. Let me tell you, it just scared the life out of me. JR, neat emojis. Flint Creek, Coyote smiling, Beach Boy, neat emojis. Splair. Tomorrow, then another week, and we're entering a new year after 2 years of bagel action. The JR, Tasty Works does the bells too. So when TOS and TW are both running, I'm not sure who rings the bells first. Oh, wait, it's Larry. Splair, have a good night, everybody. It's always Larry. He's always first. Right on, you guys. Thank you very much again for a pleasant day. Thank you for your loyalty to the channel and the cause. Have a great night. Get a good rest, everybody. I'm going to try to get one myself. And let's see how these markets treat us tomorrow, being option expiry day tomorrow. The Coyote, it's always Larry. Swear. Neat. D.H. Ruda hitting the knee emojis. We have 135 thumbs ups here. You got to love that. And so to celebrate, hit those knee emojis. Here we go. Neat. Oh, yes. Thank you all. Flint Creek, thank you. Have a good night. And thank you. Everything, Uncle P says Credit Savage. Hector, don't worry. Be Larry. There you go. Arms crossed, Uncle Bruce. Get the rest. You've earned it. Larry, I think of some frequently fails the bells. I think it does not like it when you leave the apple too long without a reboot. That's probably it too. There we go. The neat emojis are dominating the chat here as we finish off the day. Thank you guys so much for popping in and seeing us. And I hope you had some fun and made some bucks at the same time. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I need some rest. I am exhausted. We'll see you tomorrow morning. All the best to all of you, and let's make some dough tomorrow. From Palm Desert, it's Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen saying, see you guys later. Thanks for everything. Bye for now.